welcome back to another video. We are out here in the shop. Last few weeks have been really busy with work and life and whatnot, so but we got a free weekend, so we're gonna be out in the shop. I managed to get this much done since the last time you guys seen me, so not a whole lot. But we're gonna keep this video short and sweet, not much talking. We got a lot to do, so I'm gonna finish welding this side out, get that done. I want to start on the trunk, but I also kind of want to get the front end, get it driving again. So we might put the trunk on hold, start working on the motor. I've never done a head gasket, you guys. You'll have to let me know in the comments. Watching videos, it looks easy. I got the head gasket itself here. I don't know what else I need. But to do that, the video I watched, so if the head's warped, do you guys worry about that on a derby car? Or do I just put some gasket maker in there, some RTV or whatever, and slap it down with a new head gasket, call it good for a derby car? What do you guys say on that? I've also got a motor sitting right here that's good to go, and then I've also got the motor in this car that's good to go. So it's not a big deal, but this motor here, the car had fairly low miles, and honestly I think that motor would be pretty good, but I don't know if it's worth trying to change right now because we're also on a bit of a time crunch. I want to get this car together as quick as possible. I know I could do that fairly fast, but yeah, let me know what you guys think on the head gasket situation. Should I just put a motor that I know is good in it, or should I try and change it? You'll have to let me know. But for now, we're gonna go to welding on this thing and see where we get. So enjoy. All right, so I think you guys get the gist. I don't want to time lapse forever, so we'll go ahead and finish welding this out, and then I'll be back with an update. So going pretty good. Like I said in the last video, welding doors is pretty boring. It's probably, other than stripping, it's probably one of my least favorite parts. It just takes forever. It's kind of a pain in the butt, welding that thin stuff. I had a comment on the last video asking about how I weld without burning through. I'm sure a lot of you guys, I use flux cord wire. I would like to run gas, but most of the time I got the doors open or I'm outside and it's kind of blowing. So I don't ever use it, and I do burn through pretty often. You can go through and try and fix some of it. It really don't matter. I know it's not right. I weld at work a lot too, so I know how to weld, but the way I weld cars, like doors and stuff, the hood and the trunk, you can weld a little better, but the doors, I honestly just go through and do a bunch of, if you move really fast, you can get like streaks of weld, like right here is a pretty good one. But when it's really like, when you're having trouble with it blowing through, I just keep all the heat on the base metal, like on the strap itself, and I'll just start the weld on that and then just kind of flick it down into the sheet metal, if that makes sense. You'll get your puddle kind of started up on this base metal and then just kind of roll it over and it'll flip and melt into this. You can go through and do like a bunch of little tacks. I do that when it gets tricky sometimes. I know it's not the proper way to weld, but it's only got to be as tough as the sheet metal, which isn't very tough. So that's how I do it. So yeah, just turn your welder down low and take your time. Try not to burn through. Keep all the heat on your base material there. So anyway, I'll quit jabbering, get this welded out, and then I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, well, I'm gonna call it a day here. I know I said I wanted to get these done. I had some stuff come up, but we got pretty much all of it done. So got that door all welded out. I just have this seam left, so we're also gonna weld this skin together. I was gonna do the driver's side, but I don't really see too much of a point, so we'll just beat it down like I always do and call that good. So tomorrow morning, tomorrow's a good day. I won't have nothing going on. I'm gonna 9-wire the bottom of the doors first, so pretty stoked. Not a whole lot. I didn't record much today, but all I did was weld doors, and you guys don't need to see a whole bunch of that. So anyway, I will see you guys first thing in the morning. All right, good morning. So yesterday I had some stuff come up and wasn't able to finish this side, but today we're gonna go after it. So all I have left is this seam, and then we got to do the dreaded 9-wire on the bottoms. So if I had a lift, I'd probably take the time and weld it, but I don't really care to crawl around on the floor and try and weld the bottoms. So we're gonna use 9-wire. It's what I've done in the past. It works fine. So limited on time this weekend, so we'll get after it. All right, well, we got the doors welded. So this is how I did this car. We got a little lazy. We didn't do the bottoms. I didn't weld the pillars much, but yeah, I welded just a little bit on this, just because last few years I've been getting hit in the door a lot, which is my own fault. It's the way I've been driving. But when you get hit in there, if that top seam isn't tied up, I already cut this door off, but this outer skin will push in and blow that open, which isn't a big deal. But the only thing that bothers me about that is your padding. I have all my padding taped right there, and it rips all the tape off, and then your padding's like flopping around in your lap. So that's the only reason I really did it, to be honest. But now that we're done, so look at this car. This one I built last year. For those of you that followed along, I built it in a week or so, just to finish the season out. So it's half-assed for sure, but I pretty much welded the same amount, the seams, but I didn't weld the bottoms. And if you look, this whole, it's kind of hard to see on video, the whole side's basically loose. So we're gonna do some 9-wire on the bottom of the doors, so hopefully that'll help keep that together. I know I should weld it, I just lazy. That's the way it is. I don't think it's gonna win a derby, but I also don't want my door skins ripping off the car completely. I can't imagine getting DQ'd for losing like your driver door skin or something. So anyway, we're gonna do the dreadful, I hate doing 9-wire. I hate it. It's such a pain in the ass to work with, but it is tough. So let's get after it. All right, well, we got them two blown out. This side, I didn't really think about our plate. It's right in the way. So I'll just cut some pieces and weld the bottom of the driver door just to make it easy. So anyway, we'll start 9-wire in this back door, see how it goes. Okay. Oh boy, did I mention I hate doing 9-wire? Look how we do here. Yep. All right. So just like that. Then bottoms should be pretty secure. It's not really doing much, just keeping that from blowing open on the bottom. So that's pretty much how I do it. I'm gonna do, like I said, the driver door will probably just weld or not, or just leave it, whatever. But we're gonna add some 2 on the passenger door, 2 just the same as that back door, and that'll be it. So I don't feel a point showing you guys that again. That's how I do it. So I will get that done and see you guys in a minute. Alrighty, 9 wires all done. Pretty simple, just 2 per door. It'll be good enough for me anyway. Anyhow, I was gonna start working on a bumper this weekend. Looking at the time I have left on my weekend, I don't think we got enough time to build a bumper. I'd have to cut it off that car and whatnot. So I think what I'm gonna do now is just finish the weekend out and start on the trunk. Like I said earlier, you guys need to let me know on what you would do. We can tackle the head gasket in this motor. This motor's fresh as far as derby goes, you know. It's never been in a show. We could attack that, or I don't know what to do. Or I put Old Reliable's motor in there. That thing has been through hell. Anyway, that thing's been through a lot, and this one's been through a lot, so I'm torn. You guys let me know. Let me know what you think. Start getting a plan together, because really we're like ready to build the front end and start putting this thing, putting the motor back in it, getting it driving, and finishing this car up. So it's been a fun build so far, but like I said, I want your guys' input, so I'm gonna hold off on the engine, and yeah, we'll just finish the weekend working this trunk over. So for whatever reason, this guy, previous owner, took the bumper, the bolts that hold the bumper shocks in, out. So I normally just weld the bumper right to the body. So we'll start with that, get it on there, get it welded, and our rules allow it to be welded solid. So we'll weld the bumper on, and then I like what you guys suggested last year. We're gonna tuck the trunk again. We'll notch I'll show how I do that, notch all this out to get it to fold nice. And I'm hoping, if everything goes well, she'll end up folded up just like this one. It's pretty damn hard back there when they do that, especially when they start to get tight to the fuel cell protector. It gets pretty good. So anyhow, that's our plan. So we'll get going on the trunk. Not the funnest thing in the world, but we got the rear bumper welded on, so that's all done. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start tucking this trunk. So what I normally do, the times I've done this works pretty good, is I will mark where I want it, and then I'll take like an inch or 2 out of this webbing, the like inner framework of the trunk lid, and that'll allow it to fold easier. So that's what we'll do. And then I just beat this tray out of the way on both sides so that can fit in there. So that's what we do. So I'm go ahead and mark that out and start doing that. Pretty nice weather for January in Utah. A little scary. I bet it's a dry SOB this summer, but it's kind of nice for building cars. All right. This is very like eyeball it type stuff. We're gonna go 14.5 inches off of the corner of the trunk lid. no exact reason other than I think that's good. Always makes me nervous tucking them because once you fold it in there, you have like no trunk lid left. I've always ran, I've tucked them a few times, but mostly ran with the trunk lid in the factory spot. It just looks weird to me when there's no trunk lid on the car, but all that metal's down inside there, it'll pack up really good. So 14.5 inches is what we're doing on this one. You Camry guys, what do you normally do yours at? We'll mark that on the inside here. And then what I like to do is just go a little bit above. This is all just eyeballing it still. I'll just go a little bit above like that. Here's my mark here. Put a mark there, mark here. And then we'll step back. Probably oodles, to be honest. We'll just come over here, I think. And this is not like a line that I'm gonna follow, it's just kind of a guide. So once you get that stuff cut out, this should be pretty flimsy now. We'll try and bend it just in on itself. I think that'll work. You could probably take your time and get it exactly where you want it. I really don't think it matters a whole lot. And fold these in. So I beat these in just with a hammer. Just beat these little, I don't know what you call them, little weather trays, I guess. Beat them out of the way so this will just close and we'll be good to go. So now once you get it kind of welded, I would weld it all before you take a hammer to it. But once this is welded in place, you can clean up this edge and give it a nice crease if you want. Plan for this build is I'm gonna shut this lid. We'll weld it solid, completely solid all the way around. And then we'll do like a light dish, nothing crazy, but dish this down. So this kind of becomes a bear to get a nice line, but we'll weld it, beat this, try and crease this almost. And then we'll put the jack on it, dish it, and then we'll do the rest of the body work. And that's pretty much it for the trunk. Window bars. I don't know, let me know what you guys think. That should do pretty good. And then we're allowed in our rules in Utah, we can pre-bend the bottom, the frame and stuff. So we'll get this dished, pull the bumper up, and then we're allowed some strap to go down to the bumper. So pretty good. That's almost identical to how I'm building this trunk. And that one held up pretty damn good. So I'm happy with it. Anyway, looking at the clock, it's getting pretty late. I have work tomorrow, unfortunately. So, sorry for the shorter video. I didn't get as much done as I'd like, but we are definitely getting somewhere on this build now. I'm glad the doors are done. I hate doing doors. Some things are boring. I like building cages. I like when the car's getting close. I really like doing engine stuff, getting it running right, getting our parts in. But anyway, that's coming soon. We're just about to the point of where we can put a motor in it and really give it some test drives, make sure this car is going to run good for us. And we will take it down to Hurricane, Utah and go play. So anyway, that's going to be it for the weekend. We'll start. I don't know. I might do some work off camera this week after work. But we will see where we get. But hope you guys enjoy the video. This build's coming along pretty good. I'm getting really excited. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.